The HubSpot API docs are good, but there are 5 behaviors I've hit in production that the quick start will not warn you about, and every single one of them has cost me an afternoon at some point. Here they are, so they cost you 5 minutes instead. Gotcha number 1. HubSpot's rate limit is roughly 10 requests per second, per account, not per token, not per app. Your bulk script, your Zapier connections, and your native integrations are all drinking from the same bucket. So a script that ran clean on Tuesday night starts throwing 429s on Wednesday morning, because now it's competing with business hours traffic. The fix: pace your scripts well under the cap, add exponential backoff on 429, and run heavy jobs off hours. Gotcha 2. The batch endpoints can return status 207, multi-status. It isn't an error code, so your script happily rolls on. But inside that response, a third of your rows may have failed: a bad enum value, a read-only property, a deleted record. If you only check the status code, you'll report a clean run while a third of your updates silently never happened. Loop over every result in the body and log the errors. Every batch, every time. Gotcha 3 is about where HubSpot's client library actually works. Inside workflow custom-coded actions, the SDK is preloaded and pleasant, but you get 30 seconds before the action times out, so nothing heavy lives there. In your own serverless functions, the SDK is not magically available. Either bundle it yourself or just use plain fetch with a bearer token, which is what I do. And anything that takes minutes belongs in an external script on a scheduler, not jammed into either of these. Gotcha 4. Archived records are invisible. Someone archives a contact, and from that moment the list endpoints and the search API behave like the record never existed. No error, no hint, just 0 results while the record sits there. You have to explicitly query with archived equals true to see them, and there's a batch endpoint that will unarchive them if that's what you need. The afternoon waster here is hunting for a missing contact that was never missing at all. And Gotcha 5, my personal favorite. Some properties simply cannot be written through the API, no matter what scope your token has. Call dispositions and meeting outcomes are the classic examples. Their definitions are flagged read-only, and the only place to manage the option list is the settings UI. The lesson that saves you the afternoon: when a write mysteriously fails, fetch the property definition and check its modification metadata before you spend 2 hours rotating tokens and scopes. Sometimes the answer is just, HubSpot says no. Quick recap. Rate limits are shared across your whole account. 207 means check every row, not the status code. The SDK lives in coded actions with a 30-second leash, and serverless wants plain fetch. Archived records hide from search until you ask for them by name. And when a write fails weirdly, read the property definition first. It might be read-only by design. If one of these just explained a bug you've been staring at, subscribe. Every week, I turn another production scar into a 5-minute video. Scripts and snippets are in the description, along with my consulting contact if your portal needs hands-on help. See you in the next one.